always think back to your reporting. It was either from Q1 or Q2, and the headline was, "Things are bad at Tesla now. They're going to get worse." But it seems like for Elon Musk specifically, things are good for him right now because he, a few weeks ago, had that $1 trillion pay package approved. I mean, when you're thinking about Elon Musk and Tesla and you're reporting on how this year just isn't great for the company, how exactly does this fit in? It seems like this fits in right on theme. And as we're about a month out from year end, what specifically are you looking out for next when it comes to Tesla?
Well, I still stand by that topic that things are bad at Tesla and they're going to get worse. But we're seeing a tale, it's a tale of two Teslas, basically. There is the real business, and then there is the hoped for future business. And in the market, Elon still has the ability to convince a lot of people that his vision of the future is going to be big and lucrative and huge, and so buy the stock. And so we have seen Tesla shares kind of shake off the reality of their business. Earnings are deteriorating. They did get a bump in Q3 in just vehicle sales because of the end of U.S. tax credits, but that was a one-off. Q4 is going to be down. They're going to end the year down once again, the second consecutive year of year-over-year declines in EV sales. And the problem is there are two issues: not enough fresh product, and then the brand image that is all Elon, because he's turned off a lot of people who don't want to be associated with the brand because they don't like him. So that's the reality of the business. Then there is this idea of Tesla's future of humanoid robots and robotaxis and AI features and all these amazing things we're going to do in the future. And a lot of people like that. So we are at this very strange kind of point where on one level, Q4, the financials will not be great. Going into next year, Q1 and Q2 of 2026, there's no indication it's going to be any better. We could see a third consecutive year of declining sales. That's, I don't know how you ignore that. That is, 98% of their revenue comes from cars, batteries, and charging revenue. And if those things, batteries are doing great. There is huge demand for stationary battery packs, both for residential solar, utilities, and even data center projects. So that's a great business. So battery is going to be fine. Charging service has been kind of weird because he fired everyone at one point in the charging group, and then he hired them back with this kind of acknowledgement that, like, oh yeah, we can make money selling charging services because they have this very extensive EV charging network. So those two businesses are probably okay, but they don't generate as much revenue as the car business does. That is, the 800-pound gorilla in this company. And right now it just, it ain't 800 pounds anymore. It's getting smaller and smaller by the month. And I think that's where the real concern is. And so when I look at this and I see him talking up something like Cybercab, I don't, I have real concerns. Like, I don't see, number one, technologically that you're able to do it. There is the legal issue, regulatory issue, whether you can do it. And then the third thing is, okay, even if your fallback plan B is, well, okay, we'll just sell it with a steering wheel and it'll be a low cost EV. Okay. But again, whether it's going to be the kind of volume generator you hope it will be, there's not a lot of evidence to prove that that's going to happen. And